A lack of home inventory is the driving factor in today's real estate market, despite buyers becoming accustomed to home interest rates in the 6%. Will the current trends continue, or will the market return to a state of normalcy in the second half of 2023? This is the Market Brew. Hi everyone, Mike Tilford here. Nationwide home sales have decreased by 41% from this time last year, with more than 33.4% of those purchases being all cash. Real estate trends can fluctuate from market to market, but one thing that almost all marketplaces can agree on is that there isn't enough housing inventory. This is the one factor that is driving almost every market in the country. Compass CEO Robert Refkin said earlier in an interview that ultra-low mortgage rates that homeowners locked in during the early pandemic are the handcuffs that are holding back the home market. See, I agree with him. I've been saying the same thing for months. Locking in a rate in the 3% range completely changed the dynamics within the real estate market. Families that would have otherwise moved homes have decided to remain where they are due to these rates. The 6% is the new norm, and buyers are beginning to realize this. But even so, there's just not enough inventory. This is because 30% of homeowners are locked into mortgage rates of 3% or below, and 70% of homeowners are locked into mortgage rates of 4% or below. These homeowners are loving these low rates, so why should they give them up? Also of note is that 6% is the new norm for buyers, but this doesn't mean that all the buyers have jumped back into the market. Last June, when rates were still relatively low, not 2020 to 2021 low, but still pretty low, there were a lot more potential buyers that could qualify for loans. With rates being up in the 6% range today, far fewer buyers could qualify. So despite low inventory and high buyer demand, days on market have been increasing because there is less demand than a year ago. Don't get me wrong, demand is still extremely high, and it is still a strong seller's market. Things have calmed down a bit in the last year, for the better in my opinion, but we're not quite there yet. See, these are all nationwide trends, but we can see the exact same thing being mirrored here in the Conejo Valley. Here in Simi Valley, we can see that prices have slightly increased over the prior year, with days on market increasing as expected, and on-market inventory declining as expected. In Thousand Oaks, we are seeing the same exact trends. The only difference is that the inventory in June 2022 was already low. Now it's just a bit lower. Even in Moorpark, we are seeing similar trends with the days on market and inventory. However, the median list price has come down. This is likely a reflection of the type of homes and the limited number of homes on the market, and not an indicator of declining values. So what is this going to mean for the second half of 2023? Unfortunately, unless there is some major change within the economy, these trends are going to continue. Inventory is going to increase ever slowly over the remainder of the year, and likely into the next couple of years. This is assuming that there is no major catalyst that results in an influx of sellers in the marketplace. As things currently stand, I don't expect the real estate market to return to normal for a few years yet. Normal as in pre-pandemic levels. If you're a buyer waiting to get into the marketplace, you may be waiting quite a while. And if you're paying rent now in hopes of lower mortgage rates in the future, you may just be throwing money away. Nobody knows for certain what rates are going to do, or what forces are going to drive the real estate market up or down, so waiting is probably not your best option. Now look, I understand that everyone's situation is different. Maybe it does make financial sense for you to wait. However, if you are seriously considering your options, it is in your best interest to speak to someone that can offer you some guidance. So speak to a fiduciary, your accountant, or even a mortgage loan officer. They will be able to go through your finances and give you the best advice. Now, it's important to speak to someone that you can trust. If you have someone like that, great, call them up. If not, let me know. There are people who I know and work with who I would trust in your situation. I will gladly share their information with you. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you next time, and as always, I'm never too busy for your referrals.